Well, good morning from Oakridge Park. Today is Sunday, and actually it opened on Thursday, so we're here in the first sort of few days of its operation. And we're gonna go take a look at what's happening inside. It's very busy today, as you can tell already. But we're gonna check out the TimeOut food market. We're gonna check out all of the fancy stores in there. Now, here we are at the front door, this humongous wooden, I think this is supposed to be the doors that will open eventually when it's complete, but they are doors, but nobody's using them. Everybody's using on the doors on both sides here, because I don't know, these seem a little bit difficult to open. Well, there's a seam in the middle, so I don't really know the point of these actually. Maybe they're when the king visits or something like that, these doors will open for him. But entering inside here, pretty packed today. First up, we got an espresso. Thank you. Got an espresso on this side. Sunglass Hut on this side. These two are positioned because after a full day of shopping, you're probably pretty thirsty for some coffee. You're probably pretty tired, so you need a cup of coffee. And you can see the sun from the outside. So you're like, oh, you know, I think I need a new pair of sunglasses. Strategically placed shops. Here we have some flower art here. Stop to smell the flowers. Now we're entering the main hall, or at least the main hall that's open right now. And there's these little pods everywhere. You can see these pods. And these are little pods for you to view in. It's a very different style of theater. And we have a very nice band here who's doing some music for us. This is the main hall here. Now this expansive wall that's right behind me, it's on this floor and it's actually upstairs also. It's where the Hudson's Bay was supposed to be placed. After the old mall shut down, they agreed to have a new retail space in the new mall. And then they canceled out on that, and obviously we all know what happened to Hudson's Bay. But this, on both floors here, massive space, was supposed to be the Hudson's Bay. Now, the original Oakridge Mall opened in 1959 as Vancouver's first ever mall, and it closed just a few years ago, right at the start, or during COVID, in about 2021. And this mall, it doesn't really go back to the roots of Oakridge Mall at all. It actually opened in 1959 as an outdoor mall and then got a major renovation in the mid-80s. But this is a very different concept. A lot higher end, a lot more higher end. Like we're looking at just in this little 4-store area right here, this junction. We got Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Tiffany, Dior. These aren't places that you're, this isn't your Walmart. That's all I'm gonna say. Now coming back into this, admittedly out of that beautiful glass roofed area into a very dark and dingy part of the mall. Very little lighting here, just these little cup lights up here. Got some nice stores here and got some more flower art. These are some nice shoes here. I don't know, I wouldn't really wear those type of shoes, but whatever floats your boat. This looks like a very intense store in there. It looks more like a bank from the 70s. It's got some industrial lights in there, and wow. Some nice stores in here. Also, look at this. I don't even think many of these are open yet. Is this open? I don't think so. No, it's open. I'm not gonna go inside. I don't really want her. Now, obviously, the mall is not completely finished yet. There's actually a whole another phase that is not done yet. Through those walls back there, there's going to be a whole another section of a whole another main theater concourse area, another galleria, as they call them in mall talk. But look, these are intense. We have Alexander Wang. Never even heard of this. Doesn't look like they're selling much of anything though. It's more like a thrift store in a dark part of town. And we've wrapped back around at Tiffany. But this section back here is going to be the expansion when they build that. They're building that new concourse right now, and this area just goes to more construction back here. Not really much of anything yet. And we've done that loop. We've done that loop and we're back at this main concourse. Okay, so we did that side last, and we're going to continue our way down this way, past the Louis Vuitton here. Look, that's a nice luggage right there. Don't take that on Air Canada flight. It's going to be gone pretty quickly. And Chanel is not even open yet. It's coming soon still. Celine. And then somebody's obviously going here also, but look at this piano. This is not a cheap piano here. Look, that's not even a cheap water bottle. That's Alright, we're coming our way through here. It's more of this beautiful glass artwork hanging from the ceiling with these beautiful skylights where you can see the entire, like, few of the buildings rising up from Oakridge Park. Look at this. Wow. There's Prada. This is one store I do know. And then, look at this beautiful bar right here in what looks like to be this corrugated steel ship of sorts. Some beautiful beverages would be made right here. Nice seats and we'll go up there. There's a patio up there where you can get closer up to these big balls up here. So we'll go take a look at that when we go upstairs. Now in this alley we have Dolce & Gabbana. We have Brunello Cucinelli, this is a fashion icon right here. And then, wow. Now the mall is actually pretty plain throughout most of it. It's more about the stores than it is the mall. The roofing throughout basically the entire mall is very kind of bland and utilitarian. But obviously some nice plants throughout. That's something you don't see much of nowadays. And then the flooring, I've noticed, is all pretty gorgeous actually. We have some chevron pattern wood right here. This looks like what it was in the original mall. The original mall was a lot of this tile work. And then we come in here, and we have these beautiful patterns down here, which leads us into the next main hall here, with a piano and some, basically this viewing area to view the piano. And a nice big screen right here and some more skylights. And it leads us into the star of the show, apparently, is Aritzia here. Pretty gorgeous in there. And then back here, we'll take a little trip back here actually. Actually, no, this isn't even open up yet. We'll go a little cafe back here, and then that's the mall will expand down into there. But this side of the mall is a little bit more up to casual Vancouverite speed. We got Aritzia. Well, you see a lot of people wearing Aritzia. You got Lululemon. I even own Lululemon, which shows something. And then yeah, Sporting Life. Now this is one of the. There's not really any major anchor stores. That was supposed to be the Hudson's Bay, but Sporting Life is one of the largest pieces in the mall, and you could call it an anchor store in a traditional sense. Just gonna get some sporty goods. Now talking about the lack of theming, look at this hallway right here. This doesn't even look finished. It's just 4 white walls and the nicely tiled flooring. And we're coming around here into Watch Alley, as I called it when I first toured this. There's a whole side here of the major watch companies. Rolex here. Some beautiful watches from Rolex. This is the most famous watch company in the world. And then we got Tudor right over here. And then we got Chalmette, which I don't even know what that is. But they obviously know this is Watch Alley because we got a big flower watch right here. Chalmette? No clue what that is. Looks like they sell sort of jewelry. But Tudor, Chalmette, and then we got Tag Heuer. The most sporty of the watches in Watch Alley. And actually the most affordable. You know, affordable. And look at this here. Nice little skylight here. Just the exit of the mall here. That leads right on the Cambie Street right there. Another construction wall right here. Looks like Leah Alexandra is coming soon. Sorry, opening soon. And we got Chow Tai Fook. How cool that is. Swarovski. A beautiful, beautiful looking store. Especially with the nice blue, it's not neon, but it's, you know, LED neon. Gorgeous looking. Yeah, people will gather around anything. And then here, look up here, we got, this isn't a skylight, but this just is a hole which leads up to the TimeOut Market, which hopefully we're going to be able to get in a little bit later. And then yeah, this is, yeah, we got Sephora here. They love their zebra look. Sorry about that. Got some cans. Got Artrex here. Arc'teryx, some people call it. You can get your $500 jackets here if you so please. I don't know, they make pretty decent stuff. Some of these beautiful flowers, bro. Oh, I think these are fake. Yeah, these are fake. We got Hugo Boss right here. Or sorry, now it's just Boss. I don't know where Hugo went. Obviously this mall has had a bit more of a different look on what a mall is supposed to be. It's more of a tryout place, somewhere you can try out your fancy stuff and maybe order it online. But elephant in the room, that the mall as a concept is going downhill. So this is kind of a different look at what a mall is in 2026. And we're back into this main concourse, and we're gonna go upstairs now because we finished that main loop there. That's the main mall aerial loop. We got some stairs up here kind of spread throughout this main area, but I think there's an escalator over here. And yes, there is. Actually, we'll take a look downstairs first. I'm pretty sure this is just parking. I don't think there's anything down here. Oh, you got some nice places to wait. They made it kind of, oh, there is some stuff down here, okay. We got some ride share. Wow, look at this valet. Nobody's really at valet. Maybe they're out doing ballet. Yeah, this is pretty, okay. We got some official TimeOut Market bottles of water, half drank and bottles of water here. Very tight in here, actually. It's very low. And of course, we got a Purdy's here. The great Purdy's. Oh, there is actually many stores down here. Why is this so low and kind of weird in here? Okay. Oval Optical. Oh, what is it? What is the look that they have here? Oh, maybe they, obviously their displays didn't come in yet. Okay. So we got Purdy's chocolate. That was in the old mall. It's a very famous Vancouver chocolatier. Got some cell phone carriers here. So this is all the more cheap retail, you could say. And then this is a whole lot of nothing back here. This is a whole lot of nothing. The nails, but it will be something soon. Lush Brow Bar. So this obviously isn't finished yet, but it is kind of a weird space being here in the basement, looking at all of these kind of more cheap stores with this weird roofing. Oh, I think, you know what this will lead into? I think this will lead into the SkyTrain. Kind of maps out in my mind. But I think this is your SkyTrain corridor. Get off the SkyTrain, or off the Canada Line, sorry, and you enter into the mall here. So I think that's what the point of this area is, and why it's kind of thrown together a little bit more than other sections of the mall. And of course, we got lots of parking down here, lots of underground parking. All right, well, we're gonna go back upstairs, all the way upstairs. We're gonna go up to the, I guess it'd be the second level, but third level from where we are. Hopefully, there's not that much of a wait for the TimeOut Market. I've seen it's been pretty crazy. But we've got this another circular sort of like mezzanine up here, but there's no skylight, so I believe there's a building above this. Here's a great view of the main area here with these pods. Look at this. You know, they've done a very good job hiding it, but it is very apparent that this was all supposed to be an anchor store, and it was supposed to be the Hudson's Bay. Hopefully they can figure out something with that space, but right now they've done some, there's some weird wavy Science World sort of art, and yeah, so let's go take a look up here. So we got a Aritzia bag right here. big damn bag. Pretty nice photo op also. And then, oh boy. Wow. Okay. So, this is the lineup for the TimeOut Market. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'll see you when I'm inside.
Everything like artifacts, they build everything.
All right, now we have made it into the TimeOut Market. Let's take a walk around first. That wait was about, I don't know, 10 minutes. Wasn't too bad. It was moving quick. They let people in groups, so it wasn't too bad. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. So here's the map. We got seafood, we got fried chicken, we got a cafe, dessert bar, modern Asian. Wow. Okay. Definitely some beautiful foods here. I've only been to one other TimeOut Market. I've been to the one in Montreal. And we didn't have to wait in line, but it was also very, very busy. We got some seafood here. Beautiful stage. It looks like a band is setting up here. I've got to say, this is one of the most beautiful spaces in the entire mall so far. Apart from this horrible white wall, they could have put some art on that. But on this side, we got some nice artwork that's up there. I don't know what that even is. I think it's like maybe cookbooks. We got the TimeOut bar here. I guess we didn't do a full loop, but we got some pasta, we got some peacock, but lots of different things we got here. Wow, and then of course the beautiful patio, which we're going to take a little more close look at a little bit later. I guess they could let more people in with the terrace, but it's temporarily closed, it says. I don't know what's up with that. Exits down there. Me bar. I don't know what's a me bar. Yeah, lots of good stuff. There we go. Boba run, you get some bubble tea. Mellow. Looks like got some cakes, some cookies, and some desserts. Wow, very neat. There's no wonder there's a big lineup. Vancouver hasn't seen a food court like this before. This is a new thing for the entire city, for the entire province, entire west coast actually of Canada. So it makes sense that people will go crazy about something like this. And look at this beautiful bar. We got a wine rack of TimeOut branded bottles of wine. And nobody's actually really at the bar, but I'm guessing tonight that'll be different. All right, let's go pick up something. So I actually have a buddy who my brother went to school with, and they're part of Download Chicken. It looks very good, highly recommended, but I'm feeling some more Mexican things. So I'm feeling Santo Taco. All right, it's taco time. Well, that was TimeOut Market, and that was spectacular. Those were some of the greatest tacos I've ever had in my life. You could literally spend all day in there just trying different foods. But we're gonna take another walk around. We're gonna go to the outside terrace here. And we're gonna check out what the rest of this project's gonna look like. It's about 3:30 now. Yeah, 3:22. And the mall's really handling crowds pretty well, I would have to say, compared to like Metrotown stuff, but there is a pretty long lineup for the market still. Much longer than when I was, what I waited in. And we're outside here now. And it gets nice and quiet out here. Now they made the decision to change the name from Oakridge Mall to Oakridge Park, because this really is supposed to highlight the greenery throughout the entire complex. And they've really actually done a pretty nice job of landscaping and making this sort of into a park of sorts. And yeah, obviously none of these buildings are actually finished. It's kind of a mall below a bunch of unfinished buildings right now, but it's coming together. You can see what they're you can see what's happening. And here's the big TimeOut Market sign here. And then these, I would imagine they're pretty beautiful in the night, you know. But yeah, pretty nice area, nice greenery. Not much of a play structure. I'd want to see something a bit more play structure wise, but still not too bad. Yeah, beautiful day here in Vancouver. It's been a little bit overcast, been a little bit cloud, but today there's not a cloud in sight. Now what's open right now is actually only phase 1. There's going to be another phase over on that side. There's going to be whole new concourses for lots of new shops. Gonna be a whole new theater section, kind of like this main hall. And so this is full on a work in progress still. This is nowhere near done. We're coming back in here again, and we're gonna make our break for the exit, but let's go around this way here. Yeah, crowds are really starting to pick up. So here's the escalators here, but we're gonna actually walk down the staircase this time around, which goes through the these little orb areas, these viewing platforms, pods you could call them. And it meanders on down. Looks like a new band is setting up, or this band's tearing down. Look at this little section here. You can actually go out a little bit more, and you can view down on the escalators in the entire main concourse. I don't know what's going on here.
Gia was like, well, he has to. So I was like, why?
Sorry. Well, the crowds are getting a little bit too hectic for my liking. And it's been a great day here at Oakridge Mall. We came in about 1 o'clock. So a good few hours here. And you could really spend all day, especially in that TimeOut Market. You could really spend all day out there. But that's gonna do it for our vlog today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on the first few days of operation of Oakridge Mall. Sorry, Oakridge Park. Oakridge Park Mall. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
replacing them.